Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the shave. Today, we are doing a live shave, doing a review of some products from Yaqi that Grace so graciously sent me. Grace graciously sent me. Say that 5 times fast. First off, before we get to the Yaqi products, we're going to be using Enchanted Path Creations Zombie Punch soap. This stuff is one of my favorite soaps in my den. Oh, this is Hawaiian Punch on steroids. It is so good. So good. I love this one. And if you can see inside the tub, that used to be like up here. So I've used a lot. I've used a lot of that. I really like this soap. Okay, on to the things that Yaqi graciously sent to me. Our brush today, let me get this water out of it, is the Yaqi Moka 2-band Badger. Now, if you remember, a while back, I reviewed the synthetic version. So I've got both of them. You'll notice the synthetic, the handle is a little smaller. We will get into the details of these things when we get up to the man cave. But for now, today we're going to be using this one. And you know what? If the lather goes south, I may switch over to this one. We'll see. Then you can get a comparison video that way, but I kind of prefer to do those in a separate video. Anyway, so we've got the 2-band Badger brush. This is 26 millimeters right there on the bottom. Okay. And also for review today, we have the Yaqi Slant 37, or is it 37 Slant? I don't remember which order that name goes into, but we'll say Slant 37. You can see it's got a nice little slant to it. I've got a fresh Filoso blade in there. And what I've done today, I also have a handle that I had requested from Yaqi that I thought I would review this too. So I kind of took the handle off of this one and put this on there. This is a stainless steel handle from Yaqi. I love the look of this, and these little lines for the knurling, perfect. It's heavy, it's 316 stainless steel. I like the matte finish. It doesn't match the chrome up here. Well, the polished, I should say, because this is also stainless steel. But yeah, very cool. And you know what? That looks better on camera than it does to the eye. Here, it's very clearly very shiny here and very matte here, but looking on camera, it doesn't look that bad. Okay, but that's just aesthetics anyway. Not gonna hurt anything. Okay, anyway, so that's what we're gonna look at today. We're gonna be looking at the Slant 37 with the Yaqi, I don't remember the name of this handle. Matter of fact, you know what? I don't think there was a specific name for this handle because there were like 2 or 3 handles that had the same name on them. Okay, probably a part number. And you know what? I will put that here. Okay, well, let's wet the face down. Oh, you know what? I usually take a shower before this. I didn't shower this morning, so, oh, this could be gross. All right, let's see. Squeeze some water out of this. And now, because this brush is so healthy, I am going to overload it for quite a bit. Let's see. Get a little more water in there. Okay. I'm going to do quite a bit of a load here. I think these dense Badger knots deserve a heavy load. Because they tend to eat a lot of the lather. So I may have gone too much water in there, but that's okay, as you can see. All right, we'll give this a try. Ooh, nice creamy. Ooh, fancy. Okay, let's do this. Get this off the edge of the brush. We'll put this up, you know what, just put that on the face. It smells so good. Makes me want to drink some Hawaiian Punch. Okay, here we go. So guys, recently I had some car troubles. Here in Japan, we have this inspection that's called shaken. And shaken happens, well, when you buy a brand new car, you have 3 years until your first inspection. And then after that, it's every 2 years. The inspection is quite costly. We're talking like $1,500. And you have to do it. There's no way around it. So anyway, my car was up for inspection at the end of last year. So I took it in, got the inspection. I'm making a mess all over myself here. Had the inspection done. And when I got my car back, about 2 weeks after I got it back, I noticed there was oil leaking underneath my car. I was like, damn, I just had the inspection. Had everything fixed, because at the inspection, they're supposed to fix everything too, right? I mean, that's part of it. If there's anything wrong, they're supposed to fix it. So here I am, 2 weeks away from just having that. Now I've got an oil leak. So took it back to the shop, and they said that they had told Tomoko that oil was leaking and it would need to be fixed. Now Tomoko's sitting right there, and she's like, no, you didn't. Because they had a list of things that they told her was wrong with it, and she had said, okay to fixing everything. And for me, look, I know Tomoko. I've been with this girl for 30 years. She doesn't screw around. If they had told her that something needed to be fixed, she would have told them to fix it. I mean, there's no two ways about that. So anyway, I believe her. She said, no, you didn't tell me that. Anyway, so we had them go ahead and fix what was wrong with it. And we ended up spending another $300. And we'll give this a try. Well, I could probably go with a little more water. Anyway, good enough. So we end up spending another $300. Here we go, kids. I'll tell you in a second if I need more water. So we got it fixed and spent another $300. So we get the car home, and guess what? Still leaking. Still leaking. So instead of taking it back to that place, because now I'm feeling like I'm getting the shaft, I decided to take it to a friend's place because I know I can trust him. And I should have taken it to him in the first place, but I didn't, because this place was recommended by a friend, and they're very affordable. Now I'm understanding why they're very affordable. Anyway, so took it to my other friend's place, and he was saying, you're going to need a new radiator and, fix the oil leak if they can, blah, blah, blah. So drop the car off for him to do the repairs, and we will be adding more water to this. We're gonna want a little more slickness than what I had there. The down pass, it's not so bad, but for these later passes, I'm gonna want more moisture. Gonna want some more moisture in that. So anyway, my buddies here will tell you that I was driving this little clown car for a couple days. Car so tiny, I can literally open and close both doors at the same time, sitting in the car. And such little leg room and body space for somebody my size that I had to lay the seat down, and to actually lay the seat down so I could drive. There was no space for me to drive. I'm getting lather all over this handle, and it's getting slick, hard to hold. Wow. Let's try this. That works. So anyway, we take it down there, and they change the radiator, and they got the oil leak fixed, thank God. So get the car back, had it back. Oh, about 2 weeks. 2 weeks or so. And Tomoko and I are at the supermarket. Yeah, no, this is much slicker. Tomoko and I are at the supermarket. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening on a Saturday. And I'm sitting there. Tomoko's in the store. And I'm sitting in the car, messing with the phone. And my navigation system starts crackling like a sound, you know, like something shorting out type sound. So I'm like, what the hell is that? So I thought, oh, I looked up on the gauges, and the battery light was on. So I thought, huh, why would the battery light be on with the car running, you know? So I thought, well, maybe if I shut the car off, it'll reset something. I don't know. So I shut the car off. Well, and you know what happened. The car wouldn't come back on. So, you know what, guys? I'm going to switch over to this synthetic brush, and let's see the difference. Let me load this. Let me load a little bit. Let me load the brush up a little bit out of the tub here. Well, Jonathan nailed it. Yeah, that's enough. All right, now we're going to switch over the synthetic. So yeah, we start getting this electronic sound, and I shut the car off, and it won't start. It just goes, stops. Not even trying to turn over. So I was like, oh God. So I called my friend, and I'm like, what should I do? And he says, well, you could call your insurance company. This is my friend that runs the car shop. He said, you could call the insurance company and have them come and give you a jump. He said, and if they have to tow your car, he goes, let them tow it rather than me come get it, because he would have to charge me for it. And the insurance company, well, we've got free road service. So I'm like, all right. So I called my other buddy, the guy I actually bought the car from, and I was talking to him. No, realize we're about a half hour into this now, sitting there, and he was asking me, you know, well, what did it do? And I said, well, you know, when I try to start it, you know, I told him everything. And I said, when I try to start it, this is what it does. And I hit the key and it started. Turned over. I was like, oh shit, it started. I said, do you think I can get home? Now we're only like 5 minutes away from the supermarket, 5-6 minutes. So he said, turn off everything. Turn off your lights, turn off your windshield wipers, turn off anything that's using electric. And he said, no, you may not make it home. He says it could stop along the way. So I turned everything off and we were able to get home. We were able to get home. So that was a good thing, right? So we got home. Man, this is creamy. We got home, and as I was parking the car, I'm slinging lather all over the place. As I was parking the car, I have to turn the wheel pretty sharp to get it into the driveway. And when I did that, that shorting sound started up again. And, Jesus, why am I spending so much time on this? I'm just lathering while I'm telling the story. So that short sound started again. And my steering kind of went like that. I was like, oh, Christ. So anyway, I got it into the driveway and got the car turned off. And Jonathan, you called it. It was the alternator. So took it. They came and picked it up the next day on Sunday. Oh, sorry. They came and picked it up on Sunday. And I received my car back on Tuesday. It was the alternator, and they changed the battery. So there's another $700, right? So in the past, what, 7-8 months, put about $3,000 into a car. It's got 170,000 miles on it, 15 years old. Okay, let's give it a check. Oh, smooth, smooth, nice, 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 nice. Everything's good. Nice and smooth. Very good. Very, very happy. Very happy with that shave. So there we go, guys. The two brushes. And I have a mess here. You know what, guys? Let's do this. Let's do this. I will cut this off here, clean my face off, and I will come back live upstairs in the man cave. How does that sound? So give me a minute to clean this up. Come back in about 10 minutes. Keep your eyes open here in about 10 minutes, and I'll be right back. See you in a few minutes. Okay, guys, we are back from the shave. Thank you guys for staying with me live. We got a group of people here in the chat with us at the moment. I'm just going to go over what we used today for the video. Okay, first off, we used the Yaqi Moka two-band badger brush. Now, the specs on this are this is 26 millimeters by 55 millimeters. I guess 55 is the height. It's 26 around. It is a 26 millimeter two-band badger hair made in China. Very, very cool brush. Now, if you'll remember, a few weeks ago, I had reviewed a very similar looking brush. This is the Yaqi synthetic brush at 24 millimeters. And this one is very soft. So let's see, here we go. Let me see the specs on this. Well, no, you know what? Okay, anyway, you know what? We don't need the specs on this. Okay, so if you look at the two of them together, this one's 26, this one's 24, and it's obvious by the size too. One is bigger than the other. So very, very cool. As I said in the previous video when I was reviewing this one, the only thing missing from here is a mosquito inside that handle. That would look so cool. So Jurassic Park-ish going right there. I love these handles. Love these brushes. They're very nice. If I had to complain about the brush that I used today, this is a two-band badger. This thing is very dense, and it's got quite a bit of backbone to it. You can see that. It's not splaying so easily, right? I'm pressing pretty hard. There we go. Really mash it to break that backbone. It's pretty stiff. I did soak it, and it's got a lot of backbone. Recently, I've been getting used to these soft brushes, so it was a little difficult for me managing this today. 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, I was using brushes like this on a regular basis, and now it's like I forgot how to use one. But if you like it's not stiff, but if you like a brush with a decent amount of backbone to it, this would please you very much. Takes a lot of soap, but with that said, this is still kind of in a break-in period, so it may need a little more soap right now than it will need in probably another few weeks. Anyway, very cool brush, looks great, feels good in the hand. 26 millimeters. If you like 26 millimeter brushes, I don't think they make this in any other sizes. Let me take a look on their website. No, it's just let's see, 26. Yeah, for the badger it's 26. For the synthetic it's 24. So you don't have any choices in various sizes for these. Here's a synthetic. This is also very cool. Love this brush. This brush became one of my favorites. Okay, and this could in the future. You never know. Very dense. Very dense. All right, because you know what, things kind of swing back and forth. I may be back to using denser brushes here, in a few weeks. You never know. Okay, next up on the menu was the Yaqi Slant 37 slant head. Now I changed the handle on this. This comes with a handle that's got some bomb tips for it, but I changed the handle on this because I also had this handle to review. I've been using this handle quite often with I have probably about half a dozen just razor heads, and I needed a handle. So I asked Yaqi if they could throw in a handle for me, and I'd do a review for that too, and they did. And this is the one that I chose, and I really like it. See the little lines on there. So it's got a really good grip. This is, let me give you the specs on this. This is the Yaqi 316 stainless steel men's safety razor handle. Now, I do know that on the Yaqi website on AliExpress, there are 2 or 3 handles that have that same exact name, the stainless steel men's safety razor handle, Yaqi 316. So I guess you would have to get a part number or something, or just go on the site and look at it and see what they got. Anyway, this one is, let's see, the specs on this one are, it is 316 stainless steel. It is 12 millimeters around, And I did see the height of it. Where did it go? Where did the height go? I think it was 25. I think it was 25 millimeters. Let me see. It doesn't say. I could have swore I saw it said 25. Anyway, it's a standard size handle. You know, it's not too long, not too short, right in there. This is just one of the 3 little pigs. It's just right. Okay, so very nice handle. Very, very happy with this one. Okay, the head is the Slant 37. Now it comes with a little O-ring on there, the little white O-ring. I'm guessing they want you to use that, so I've kept it on there. But you know, anybody that's used O-rings in the past, you know they're going to disappear sooner or later. Anyway, this thing has quite a bit of slant to it. Not like the Torque X, but this is pretty slanted. And for someone like me who's never really used slant razors before, my first experience with the slant was the slope, the Yaqi slope, just about a week ago. I fell in love with that. That thing is so nice. And this is my second shave with this. I used it yesterday to give it a run. I used it with a PermaSharp blade with Denton Magic soap, and it was very smooth, very comfortable. So I am a fan of slant razors already. I'm really impressed with how these slant razors go. If I had a complaint, I don't know. This one has a little more bite to it than the slope. Probably okay. Well, that's a good thing to look at. This versus the slope, which I will do a video against the putting these two together. The slope doesn't have as much of a slant to it. It's a little milder slant, and it's a little milder shave. This one's not super aggressive, but there is a little bit of blade feel there. But if your lather smooth, it's a smooth shave. But you know, you can see I got a little bit of razor burn going here, and I think I had a weeper right there. Got a little bit of razor burn going on this side. But that's because after my shave, I got in the shower and I cleaned off and I did a cleanup pass, and I think I went a little hard in the paint. Anyway, it just felt so good. Anyway, those are the things that we used in today's shave. All right, that is it for the shave and the aftershave and the review of the stuff. If you guys are interested in any of this, check out AliExpress, the Yaqi store, or maybe see if there's any suppliers around where you live. And yeah, I guess we will call that a shave. Y'all stay smooth.